there, my name is Kelly Dale and I'm owner of Off the Beaded Path, which is located in Forest City, North Carolina. For today's video, I'm going to show you how to use the Super Duos and make a what I call a column pair of earrings. For each earring, you're going to need 18 Super Duos, 4 3mm Bicones or rounds, whichever you prefer, size 11 seed beads, and the ear hooks. Okay, so that's per earring that you do. Now I'm going to use 3 different neon colors again because I'm stuck on the neons. I'm going to use 3 different neon colors so that it'll be easier for you to see the color, you know, what I'm doing at what point. But you can also do solid colors. I'm going to show you some solid color samples that work out really pretty. I'm going to use a size 12 beading needle with 6-pound fire line. 1 yard should do both earrings. 1 to 1 1/4 yard should do both earrings. So go ahead and get your materials together and we'll get started. This is the earring that I'm going to be showing you how to make today. As you can see, it's a very similar component to what we've done the last 2 weeks, but it's constructed differently. So this is the black with the galvanized silver. This is the turquoise bronze, and then to add a little pop of color, I've put a purple light bicone in my corners here. Really liking that pop of color. And then I kind of got out of my comfort zone a little bit. I used a, this is a Capri gold in the center. Cannot remember the color here along the edges, but then I used a 3mm rose bicone in my corners. These are 3 color sample kits that we'll have for sale this week, as well as the one that I'm fixing to show you. So I've gone ahead and I've started my component just like I have for the last 2 weeks. You know, made my circle of 6, gone through, added 3 seed beads but in between each one, except for I'm exiting out of the seed bead, middle seed bead here on a set of 3. Now, I'm going to pick up 1 seed bead, 1 Super Duo, 3 seed beads, a Super Duo, 3 seeds, a duo, 3 seeds, a duo, 3 seeds, a duo, 3 seeds, a duo, and then 1 seed. And you let all that drop down. So the first, before the first and last duo is 1 seed bead, and in between the others are 3 with 6 Super Duos in place. I'm going to come back through the same bead that I'm coming out of to make my circle. And I'm going to continue on through the next seed bead and Super Duo of the new circle that I just added. I'm going to come up through the top hole of the Super Duo that I'm currently exiting, and I'm going to go around the circle going through the top hole of the next few Super Duos all the way around. And when you pull, it's going to pull those Super Duos to the center, and that's exactly what you want it to do. Go through the last one, and then through the first hole again. And pull that, and that's going to give you what looks like this. But you see, this is not half as tight as what we have here. So you've got to go through and go through those beads again, pulling nice and tight. It may help to go through 1 bead at a time. Just pulling it to where you've got a nice tight center, just like your first piece that you added. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to come through these center beads here, and then this bead that I'm exiting, I'm going to come up through the top hole and then through 2 seed beads, so that I'll be exiting the seed bead opposite where I started my circle. I'm doing my 3rd color now, my 3rd circle, so that you can see what I'm doing. So remember, on the first one, you pick up 1 seed and a super duo. All the rest, it's 3 seeds and a super duo. When you add the 6th super duo, remember after it, you just want 1 seed. So before the first and the last, you use 1. In between all the rest, you use 3. Alright, I want to come back around to make my circle. So I'm just going to come back through the same bead that I'm coming out of. And at this point, see, you should have been exiting this way, but I just flipped it so that I could come out and work towards myself. It doesn't matter because you're making the same thing over and over. I'm going to continue on through a seed and a super duo. Come up through the top hole of that same one that I'm coming out of. And then I'm going to start going through the top holes here of the super duos in the circle. Continue on through, pulling it nice and tight. And when you get back here to the top, I'm going to go through the super duo, through the top hole, and then through 2 seeds. Alright. I want to continue on through the last seed, the super duo, 3 seeds, super duo, and 3 seeds. So I want to be coming out of this seed bead right here. So I'm just going to keep going around my little circle. Now these seed beads that these super duos in the neon that I'm using, they have a matte finish to them. And when you add your 3 seed beads in between, they don't really make you any kind of a point. Whereas if you look at this sample, you see very nice defined points. The difference is these super duos are shiny. They allow you to be able to pull them nice and tight. So when you get, that's one thing that you might want to think about. I've already made one little sample of this earring, and you can see it's a little more rounded here in the corners, and that's completely okay. That's just the difference you're going to have when you use the shiny versus the matte in these pieces. Now I'm going to pick up 1 3mm. I'm going to skip my space here, and I'm going to go through the next 3 seed beads on the next component. So I'm coming out of this seed bead here, and I'm going to come through the next 3 on the next component. When you pull, do not pull tight. If you pull super tight, it's going to bring this side together really bad, and then this side, if you pull it really tight, then the whole earring's just going to crunch up, and that's not what you want. Just pull it enough to pop that little 3mm into place. You can continue on through the Super Duo and the next 3 seed beads here. Pick up a 3mm, skip your little space, and you're going to go through the next 3 seed beads on that next component. Again, not pulling tight. I'm going to continue on through the Super Duo, 3 seeds, Super Duo, and then 1 seed bead. Coming out of the 1 seed bead, I'm going to pick up 3 seed beads, skip 1 seed bead, and come through the next one. So that when you pull, they'll pop into place just like this. Continue on until you're coming out of this seed bead here, diagonally across from where you were exiting a minute ago. Pick up 1 3mm, skip your little space here, and go through the next 3 seed beads on the next component. Again, don't pull tight, just pull enough to pop that little bead into place. Continue on through the Super Duo and 3 seed beads. Pick up 1 3mm, skip your space here, come through the next 3 seed beads, and then go through the Super Duo, 3 seeds, the Super Duo, and 2 seeds. So Super Duo, 3 seeds, and then Super Duo, and 2 seeds. Once you're coming out of that center seed bead here at the top, you'll want to take your ear hook and make sure that the little space here for the opening is closed nice and tight. Want it to be good and closed. I'm going to pick up 2 seeds, my earring hook, and 2 seeds. And I'm going to come back through this same bead that I'm coming out of to make my circle. So that it's just like this. And you'll go ahead and reinforce the connection again. And then tie off the thread with a couple of half-hitch knots. And I have a knot, so let me try and get this nice little knot out, and I'll be right back with you. Alright, now that I've got my knot out and I have tied the thread off and trimmed the tails, if some people who watch these videos, it's just going to bug the daylights out of them if some of these corners don't stick out. So if you're that person, you can grab a hold with your needle, the middle seed bead of each set of 3, and just kind of tug on it, and that's going to pop that bead out a little more. So if there's some spaces where it looks like it's kind of caved in a little bit, you can just grab and pull and take care of that. So you'll go ahead and make another earring just like this, and then you'll have a brand new set of earrings to wear. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video today. We do have kits available for this pattern. We also have the pattern available on Etsy as an instant download. And then we also have all our super duos listed online so that if you don't have a source for those, you can get those from us. Be sure if you've made some of the stuff from the last 3 weeks with the super duos, be sure and post it to our Facebook page and let everybody else see what you've been making with the patterns and super duos that we've been using. Come back next week because I'm stuck on super duo, so it'll probably be another super duo project again. But just come back next week for another fun project. I hope you guys have a great week and we'll see you next time. Bye bye.